Alright, we're looking at lesson 91 today, and we're going to be talking about decimal place values. I'm going to jump right down to the new concept. I'll let you do the warm-up, but let's jump right down here, and I'm going to skip all the way down here to where there's a bit of a diagram that shows the different values that digits will have if they're placed at a specific location. So you'll notice there's a decimal point right here, and the numbers to the left of that decimal point are going to have a certain value. For example, the digit that is the first number to the left of the decimal point is in the ones place. So it'll have a value exactly as that digit expresses. So 4 in that place has a value of 4. If you had another number here, like say a 5 next to the 4, that would be in the tens place. And that 5, even though it's just a digit of 5, because it's in that particular decimal value place, has a value of 50 because it's in the tens place. And then a number that would be in the next location to the left, in this case of the 5, that would be hundreds. And we would just keep going on, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, and millions, etc. If you are to the right of the decimal point, then we're going to have different placeholders or different decimal values. We've got tenths, so the 3 here is in the tenths place. That's 1/10 of a unit. And here the 7 is in the hundredths, so that has a value of 1/100th of the unit. In this case, the ones. Okay, and then you have thousandths, 10,000ths, 100,000ths, and millionths, etc. Notice the th at the end of all of those. So it's very important to know where you are putting the digit, because depending on where you put it in relationship to the decimal point, it's going to have a certain value according to that position. Money is a way that we use these decimal value places here. So for example, when we're talking about money, $100 bill, that bill there, 100, that 1 is in the hundreds place, so it has a value of not just 1, but 100. A $10 bill, that 1 is in the tens place, so it has a value of 10. And if you just had a $1 bill, it would be in the ones place, and it just has a simple value of 1. A dime we express it as 0.10, that is tenths, and a penny is 0.01, that is hundredths. Because a dime has a value of 1/10 of a dollar, a penny has a value of 1/100th of a dollar. It takes 10 dimes to equal a dollar. It takes 100 pennies to equal a dollar. So that's basically the lesson. The importance of knowing these is when you do different operations, you compare the digits in those place values. So both of these numbers, if we wanted to compare them, notice they both have a 2 in the tens, they both have a 3 in the ones, they both have a 2 and a 5 in the next values to the right of the decimal point. This one has a 0, but the 0 doesn't add any value, so these are actually equal in value. Also, when you're adding or subtracting, it's important to line up the digits that are in the same place value. We make sure we do that by we align the decimal points. So make sure the decimal points are always vertically aligned, and then all the other digits should fall in place. And then you can go ahead and subtract accordingly or add accordingly in order to get the right answer. Okay? So go ahead and try this practice set here. You want to first identify which digit is in a certain placeholder. So in the hundredths, you've got the 7. And which digit in this number is in the same place as the 2 in this. This is in the tenths, so that would be your 3. Okay? And you can use your place values to compare and then do these operations. And then you've got your problem set, and you can work through those, and then if you've got any questions, check your answers, and then we can talk about it if you have any questions. All right, keep up the good work.